Okay, I just fact-checked Nate on his basketball facts/opinions, and he's right. Basketball is considered Lithuania's second religion.
That's right.
So that's a pretty big deal. So
Good afternoon. Welcome to Kaunas, Lithuania.
this is our first time here, and we didn't really even know that the city existed.
I don't think a lot of Americans, a lot of travelers that we know about Kaunas.
But we've heard that it's like a place you need to add to your list, so we're gonna spend a couple days exploring it.
All right, when you last saw us, we were literally at the center point of Europe after a really great day in Vilnius.
And we're in Kaunas now. We're going to start exploring the old town.
A little bit of a road trip. We're doing a little circle, and we'll head back out to Trakai at the end of this weekend and show you the castle there.
I think it's nice to get out of like the big cities and kind of like see what else the rest of the country has to offer.
And the sun's out.
It comes and goes, but it's out right now.
Our first real stop here in Kaunas is the Yard Gallery.
So this is a big kind of open air art gallery that was started by, apologies for mispronouncing his name, Vytenis Jakas. And what he wanted to do was take kind of a rundown area and turn it into something beautiful to honor the Jewish families that lived here before the World War. And so he took something and made it into just like this beautiful open air art gallery that you can walk through.
It's hard to even know where to look because there's so many cool things going on in here. This is really neat.
The city is known for its street art, but this one is like specific to like the time period and people that used to live here and everything. So it makes it a little unique and sets it apart from all the other street art we're gonna show you.
I love it that he took like an area that he felt was a little run down and like made something out of it though.
And people still live here, so you have to be kind of quiet and respectful when you come in, but highly, highly recommend taking this little off the beaten path to come check it out.
If you, like us, don't know anything about the city of Kaunas, it is the second largest city here in Lithuania.
It actually was the temporary capital of independent Lithuania back after World War I, and then eventually it went under Soviet control and then was freed in 1990.
And then the capital went back.
And the capital went back to Vilnius because Vilnius was occupied during that time. See, learning facts here.
Learning facts. So far, really like it. It's green. It's got a good vibe. There's dessert shops everywhere.
People like to eat cake and drink coffee.
Looks like it.
And I am for it.
We're now here on the longest pedestrian-only street in all of Europe, here in Kaunas.
It's 1.6 kilometers long. This is called Liberty Street. We can put the name in Lithuanian down here.
Why you gotta do me like that?
I'm not even gonna try.
Now I gotta work.
I'm not even gonna try. I love a city that has a pedestrian street. I don't know why. I mean, we found one in Albania. They're just, when there's no cars allowed, there's just like a calmness about it.
Shops, cafes, trees, green spaces, fountains. It's great.
Lots of places to eat and drink that coffee.
I had a phone call come in that I really had to take, and Katrina's like, I'll be right back while I was on the phone. And she, of course, comes back with donuts. It's just like inevitable.
These are like the famous Lithuania donuts. So we had one, if you watched our Vilnius vlog, we had the cheese curd donut that was really, really good. And then this place in Kaunas is known for their deep fried donuts as well. Okay, I'm gonna do the quickest of donut reviews here because I don't want to actually ruin my dinner. So I'm just gonna take one bite and tell you how it is. This is just a standard deep fried donut. We're honest on this vlog, that's not that great. That's not the best thing. I think if there was a little powdered sugar on it, it might help. It's also like 5 o'clock in the evening, so that's my bad. You know, give it a shot. maybe a little earlier in the morning, they might be a little bit fresher. Okay, I just tried one of the filled ones. We got a jam one as well that was filled with, I think, apple. Much better, fresh, still warm. This is kind of what I was expecting, so I retract my previous statements. Go get one of these donuts. Very nice.
So there's dudes singing in the street. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, Elvis Presley. Gotta say, it's a perfect song. Like, it's one of the few perfect songs in the history of songs. It's a perfect song.
This song, like, makes me, like, tear up.
Oh. Well, anyway, I can't put it on the blog because YouTube will get mad at me, but this guy's singing it.
Imagine. It's a great
That's
song.
a different song. Also a perfect song.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe.
One thing that happens sometimes on this vlog is that we're going to a very specific restaurant for either we want the local cuisine or it's the place to go, and we end up walking by 300 other restaurants to get to the place, and we've just done that, but it's for you because we wanted to eat more Lithuanian food while we're vlogging here in Lithuania.
We've had a lot of Lithuanian food, a lot of potatoes and meat so far, and I think we're just going to continue that trend.
Let's do it.
Started out with an appetizer of baked Lithuanian cheese, which is actually a Lithuanian national heritage dish. They mark it on the menu, so that's what it is. So we haven't had this yet in Lithuania, and we're going to try it. I mean, like, baked cheese. I'm thinking it's gonna be okay.
So as we're eating this cheese, I looked up what kind of cheese it is. It's like a curdled cheese curds, and they make it by curdling cheese or cream with lemon or vinegar, and it has a lemon undertone to it. It has a little bit of a taste of lemon.
I don't even know everything that is on this feast that we've ordered. This is Farmer's Feast. It has pork sausage, fried pork, potatoes, potato pancakes, the potato with pork sausage made together, pork in a potato, bunch of condiments, pickles that are probably not as dill as Nate would like. But look at this feast. I'm very excited. Full disclosure, we've had some of these Lithuania dishes already. One of the most interesting things that I think I've tried here is the potato pork sausage. It basically looks like a sausage. It's in a casing like a sausage, but it's potato and has like bits of pork in it.
Let's see it.
It's like is it cake? Like, it looks like a sausage, but it's potato.
Probably the most famous of all the Lithuanian dishes we've seen is these boiled potato dumplings. They have meat in the middle. You can get them with cheese in the middle. We went with meat. They're everywhere. They are like the traditional food, so we have them here too. The texture bothers me on some level, but the flavor's really good, and a little salt and pepper helps it out. But it's like boiled potato with good meat in the middle. What we got behind us?
This is the Church of St. Michael the Archangel.
Whoa, that sounds serious.
And there's a lot of wind surrounding his church. It's really just a beautiful church to look at. It's not open right now, so we can't go inside.
It's fairly new, you said.
It's fairly new. It's a 19th century Baroque style church. So that's why it has like a very like grandiose
beautiful
look to it. Yes.
It's right at the end of the longest pedestrian street in
or
Europe.
at the beginning, depending on how you're looking at this pedestrian street. But yes,
She is so smart. She is so smart.
I know. You know what I've noticed a lot of here since we've been walking this pedestrian street?
Strip clubs.
I mean, yes, but no.
Oh.
I was actually thinking ice cream shops, gelato shops. They're like everywhere here. the same exact thing. Mine's just reversed from Nate's. We got Skakodas, which is like we call it a Christmas tree cake. It looks like a tree. It's basically like
It's like a spit cake though.
like a spit cake, yeah. And then on bottom was tiramisu. And this is like legit gelato. I mean, this is like thick cream. They say they import their stuff straight from Italy. Like, and they're very, very nice in there. So, highly recommend.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, day 2 here in Kaunas. We're walking across a bridge.
And it's quite windy on this bridge.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know, because it's windy.
It's windy. We're going up a funicular.
There's actually 2 in the city here, but one of them is not currently running. So we'll get 50% of them done on this vlog.
We did this in Vilnius too. We actually started our Vilnius video going up a funicular.
Yes, we did. If you haven't watched that yet, go watch it.
Lithuania, land of funiculars. It's actually their unofficial motto.
This funicular is from 1934 and it's still in use now. It was to join that side of Kaunas with Aleksotas Hill, which is where we are right now. Pronunciation unclear. But we're gonna explore up here and get a nice view of the city.
All right, we found the view. This is the view. It's Kaunas. It's quite nice. Our hotel's right there. We can see where we're staying. The bridge we walked across. The Lithuania sign with the basketball. They play a lot of basketball here. Lithuanians have always done very well in international basketball.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh, a little fun fact for you guys.
I got facts. I might be making that up.
Everything on this vlog, you know, take with the proverbial grain of salt because
Always accurate.
I mean, the dates are within, you know, maybe 5 to 10 years, plus or minus, so, you know.
The opinions are real.
Okay, I just fact-checked Nate on his basketball facts/opinions, and he's right. Basketball is considered Lithuania's second religion.
That's right.
So, like, that's a pretty big deal, so there you go.
Other lesser known facts about Lithuania, they're big on celebrating the history of silly vloggers, and they have this monument here to the original vloggers. You had to carry that stuff around in your backpack. It was like really a problem.
Man, I bet they had like, you know, tens of followers too.
Dozens sometimes.
At least, yeah. There's the wind.
Tried Mexican food here in Kaunas, and it's on the Patreon on the mini vlog for all of our thoughts on burritos and tacos in Lithuania. Damn straight. We're walking towards a museum that we've been like kind of looking forward to this whole trip right now. We try and learn a couple of words when we go to countries like this, just so we can at least say please and thank you.
Yeah, just some basics.
The word for thank you in Lithuanian, they tell you it sounds like achu, like you're sneezing achu, but it's like achu. And when we say it, they smile and kind of laugh at us because they know we're trying at least.
Hey man, yeah, gotta learn a couple things, right?
A couple of things.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to meet the devil?
How about 3,000 of them?
What?
Yeah, let's go. We were going to try and find this piece of art because as we told you, there's art all over the city here, and we just kind of found it on accident. It's a big pink elephant in the room. Look how cute he is. I actually used to collect elephants years ago when I had space.
How did you feed them all?
When I had space to feed them all and house them. But not anymore. Nate made me get rid of them all.
I did nothing of the sort. That's not true.
Just to be clear, we're in the Devil's Museum and we're going up to start into hell. Also, did you wear red on purpose today?
You know what I didn't? I have 2 red shirts, I think, like in life, and I wore one of them today. So, I mean, yes, I did do it on purpose.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh. There's a lot of devils in here. This is the only devil museum in the entire world, and they have devils from over 70 different countries, and there's like over 3,000 of them in here. It's a lot of devils.
So,
This is the tiniest one in the entire collection, and it's made of gold. That's why it's special.
I find it very interesting that the devil was really like a part of folklore in Lithuania, like pre-Christianity. He was like just this character that kind of messed with people more than anything, but he was like overseeing agriculture and fertility and things like that, and he would play jokes on people and trick people. As Christianity rose and Satan became a character, they merged a little bit. And it's interesting. The history's, I don't know, not what I expected, but also makes perfect sense. He would turn himself into a goat. I think I've seen that portrayed in art before.
Hey, why don't you have a scooter? I literally can't scoot as slow as you walk.
sorry.
Come on, get with the time.
I must say, if you're comfortable at all on something like a scooter, they're like a cheat code for getting around town quick.
Oh man, it was gonna be like a 25-minute walk down to this next location.
4 minutes.
Yeah, very fast.
It's like fast travel in a video game. All right, we came to see some art. Check this out. What's it called? The Wise Old
The
Man?
Wise Old Man.
Very famous piece of art here in Kaunas. It's
Yeah.
very large.
He's one of the guys that started like the big art movement here in Kaunas years ago.
I like the constellations in his pipe.
I do. You can see Saturn. I like that he's also kind of like in pajamas. He's in like a romper of sorts,
Yeah.
a jumper. He looks very wise too. I always start recording when I'm like picking my teeth, spitting out my gum.
Hey, Katrina.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kaunas Castle.
Yeah, we are there.
We're in the shadow here of the flag of Kaunas. It's got like a bull. You okay, bro? It's not okay. I thought you had died.
I'm okay.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff blooming and there's pollen and little fuzzy things in the air, and she inhaled one.
Bad news,
Bad
man.
news, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the shadow of the flag of Kaunas. It's got a bull on it with a cross. This is the castle. I think we're gonna tour the castle very quickly and check it out and see what there is to see.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This castle is the oldest building in the whole city, built in the 1300s.
And then it was actually under siege in the 1300s too, so it actually wasn't that old when, you know, cannonballs, fire, all kinds of stuff destroyed part of
Yeah,
it.
a lot of fighting.
And that's history for you.
You know who they put down here?
Perpetrator.
Perpetrators.
I don't know why that's so funny to you.
I'd like to welcome you to Nate and Katrina climb small towers.
This one's small.
Short.
This isn't even medium.
Short, small, medium. It's not medium, no, it's short.
No, it's short.
But we are walking up a spiral staircase in an old tower. Glad you could join us here.
I didn't know there would be climbing involved.
There is climbing.
Always climbing something. I like a viewing platform that breaks up the climb to the top.
I wish we had some cool overhead shots.
So we're at the top of this section of the castle, which is like the only main part that still exists, with the pointy roof.
We have found ourselves at the end of the world, or at least this land right here.
This is Confluence, the meeting of two bodies of water. In this case, in Kaunas, it's the Nemunas and Neris River. Pronunciation unclear. Basically where these two rivers meet and merge together.
Yeah, you can see them kind of hitting each other and the water swirls around like it doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
These are like important parts of like trade history and stuff, right? Like this was a thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably why this city was kind of important during before and after war times and trade and things like that.
Multiple
'Cause
rivers
it's just-
meeting.
Yeah, things are coming together here. Can you make that?
I can make that. Come on, I'm athletic, watch this.
Oh, that was
A little
close.
steeper than I thought. I gotta tell you, she's been telling me about the Confluence for like 2 days now. I don't like the word confluence. It sounds like something that somebody gets and they're ill with. Like, oh, heard about Mary, she's got the old confluence. I think that's our time in Kaunas on the vlog.
I think so.
Did you like it?
I did. I had no idea that this city existed before coming here, and I would highly, highly recommend adding this to your Lithuania trip.
This vlog is not over. We're gonna be with you in moments from yet another stop here in Lithuania. So until then, we'll see you in a few seconds. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
We have driven just a little bit outside of the city center of Kaunas, and we have arrived at a place called the Kaunas Fort, the 9th Fort of Kaunas, which was originally a fort to protect the city. Later was taken over by the Soviets during their occupation and was a prison area. And then during World War II, the Nazis used this as a prison and extermination camp where tens of thousands of Lithuanian Jews were killed. There was a mass murder here, a very famous massacre, where almost 10,000 people were killed in one day. So we wanted to come here and see the grounds, see the memorial.
We don't put a lot of stuff like this on our vlog. We go and tour things like this, but we kind of keep it like to ourselves or just like reflection and just kind of seeing the history of what's happened here. This one kind of felt like it was worth mentioning on here because it was such a terrible situation, really in like our parents' lifetime, not that long ago. For us, it's good to come see this kind of stuff when we travel. You get the fun stuff, but then also the kind of sobering side of history.
It puts everything in perspective a little bit,
Yeah.
how good we have it and the things we're able to do. And honestly, what's going on in the world. And I don't know, just reading about the history of like that day of that massacre it's kind of stomach turning. We're up here alone. It's somber.
Unfortunately, it's not open today. We're here on a Sunday. We would have liked to tour it. You can come walk around the grounds and kind of just really like get a feel for
We really wanted to see this memorial. It's pretty breathtaking what they've done here with art and stone and as, you know, a tribute to the people lost here.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Trakai.
I think it's Trakai. Yeah.
All right. There's a famous castle here on an island. We want to see it. There was line dancing. There's a lake. There's some sort of festival happening, and there's a traditional pie food meat pocket thing that we need to eat.
Exactly, yeah. They have them all over, and we're gonna try and find the best one here.
Screaming child.
Why is there always a screaming child around us?
We need to get postcards for our Making the Donuts Patreon members, and I see postcards.
So for a certain level on our Patreon, we will send you a personalized postcard, not to any crying babies, but a personalized postcard to you once a month from our travels somewhere that month. Anywhere in the world too. This is always the hardest part, is like choosing the best one. So know that when you get your postcard in the mail, I have lost sleep over losing the right postcard to send to everybody. And we're gonna find the best one ever here for all of you guys. One more time before we leave Lithuania, we are going to eat their fried bread with cheese. I can smell the garlic. It smells so good, and my stomach is gonna be so unhappy with me.
All right, we've had the famous meat pies here of Lithuania. What'd you think?
I think they were okay. I'm not a big like meat pie person.
You're not. I'm not really either. The
No.
crust was really good though. The pastry crust was nice.
It tasted like a pie. I'm glad we tried them, but I'm probably like one and done.
To me, that's more of like a wintertime, like
Totally.
cold weather.
Yes, yes.
I like the beef the best, then the pork, then the chicken.
Pork, beef, chicken for me.
Fair. Castle time.
You know, this is the most photographed spot in the entire country.
That checks out.
So we're in Trakai Castle right now. It's under construction a little bit here and there, but still very beautiful. I'm unfortunately stuck here in, what would you call these?
I don't know. I
not
just
like
think that's where you
barracks, but-
belong.
So you go ahead and explore and then come try and break me out before you leave, okay?
How old is this castle?
Old,
Old.
like 14th century old. Of course, it's been like destroyed and, you know, in wars. And then in the 1900s, 20th century, they decided to make it beautiful again. And that's what we're seeing here. Constantly improving. If you've watched any of our previous videos where we've visited castles, you know that a true castle needs to have a moat. I feel like it's not a real castle unless there is. This one allegedly looks like it used to have a moat.
And porta potties.
And original porta potties from the 14th century, but it looks like that's what this bridge was bringing you across. And also, there's a drawbridge, which just made this castle infinitely cooler because there was a drawbridge. If there was a dragon, this would be my most favorite castle in the entire world.
Dragon.
Oh my god! You're gonna put a dragon on there, right?
I think our time in Lithuania is coming to an end.
I think that was a nice way to end it, on a high with a beautiful castle.
The island, the castle, the water, it's all very, the girl, it's all very beautiful. Look at that. Yeah.
The sun came out for us. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed our Lithuania series.
A series of 2 videos.
That's a series.
That's a series.
Said it.
I had a great time though. Lithuania was good to us.
This actually has completed all of our Baltic
Countries?
countries
Yeah.
up here, and we're up to 29 countries on the vlog. if you're new here, we're trying to go to every country here in Europe, so.
Except the ones on the do not travel list.
Obviously.
There's a couple of those.
I think that, yeah.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate Lithuania. Everyone was very friendly and we had a good time.
And we have no idea where we're gonna be next.
We actually do not have any idea where we're going.
So come back and discover with us where we're gonna be.